What's up guys, I'm Stealth here, back with some Magic the Gathering content. Today, we are talking about the strongest card in the set, Orchish Bowmaster. It is one of any color and one black for a 1/1 creature orc archer with flash. When Orchish Bowmaster enters the battlefield and whenever an opponent draws a card, except for the first one they draw in each of their draw steps, Orchish Bowmaster deals 1 damage to any target, then amass 1 orc. So 2 mana for 2 bodies and 1 damage at flash speed is actually pretty decent by itself. But it gets really crazy when you're playing against a deck that draws a lot of cards, because you can play this at flash. So they won't be playing around it when they cast their big card draw spell, and then let's say they draw 7 cards. You get to deal 7 damage, divided however you want, and you also get a 7/7 for 2 mana, which is absurd. So that's pretty good if you're just playing it in any black deck, because I feel like it can slot into most black decks. But let's say you were playing Nekusar the Mindraiser. He gets value whenever you make your opponents draw cards. So with a card like Jace's Archivist, where you pay 1 blue mana and tap it, and then everyone will draw cards equal to the greatest card number. Let's say the greatest card number was 7. Your opponents will draw 21 cards. That means you can deal 21 damage, divided however you want, and you make it 21/21. And your opponents might not see it because Jace's Archivist ability is at instant speed, and the Orchish Bowmaster has flash, so you can just play that really fast, and then next turn you untap with a 21/21 army. Then you use Jace's Archivist ability again. You deal another 21 damage. Your army becomes a 42/42, so that's 84 damage. So you can kill 2 players. And if they have small chump blockers, you have a bit of extra damage that you don't need to send at your opponent's face in the 42 damage to kill those to make sure they're dead. That is absolutely insane. And Jesus Archivist isn't the only wheel effect there are. There are an insane amount of different wheel effects that you can run with this card that will let you deal so much damage. It's ridiculous. It's also really strong with Peer into the Abyss. If you target your opponent, they will lose half their life, and then the Bowmaster will deal enough damage to kill them immediately. So that's awesome. And the Nekusar deck has so many ways of making your opponents draw a ridiculous amount of cards. So you will get so much value for a 2-drop. But you don't necessarily need to play a deck that is completely built around this one to be good. It is just a powerful, very efficient 2-drop that can be ran in any single black deck. So yes, this card is absurd, and I'm very excited to see it get some play and punish all of the decks that abuse card draw.